Are you ready? 200. Jan Wayne Swayze presents the FREE99 podcast. Be sure to follow SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Twitch, Instagram, and
TikTok. We're going after you youngsters. Not in that way, but
sheesh.
No dids.
No dids.
Search FREE99 podcast. Shout out to all the sponsors.
Thank you.
Shout out to all the listeners.
Keep listening.
Engineer extraordinaire in the building, Jan Wayne Swayze.
Handsome devil.
My player partner is in the house.
That's all right. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Shout out to JD Fresh.
JD Fresh.
Kumo B in the building.
R-A-D-I-O. Finna throw this thing back like G.I. Joe. Line O. Decepticon. They kind of like Cafe Escalon. I messed that up. Dude, my timing is off, bro. Sorry.
You had the flow going.
I did a little bit.
It's all right. I am the good homie Gus, a.k.a. Customer Service, a.k.a. Mikey's Papa, a.k.a.
Give it to him.
Biz called me this earlier. Gustamus Prime. Forgot about that one.
What the fuck was that?
That was a Prime shit.
Sounds like you need to get a smog check.
Yeah, dude. I need some oil in on it. Rommel.
Episode
220
220
of the FREE99 podcast. Please introduce this Wrong. What's up with Wrong, though? Please introduce.
Look like I did a couple push-ups before I came in there.
Yeah. Please, Rommel, my brother.
Voice. A voice is something that is complex in thought and in meaning.
Okay.
One can voice opinion and express themselves, yet at the same time not be capable of physically producing their own voice.
Okay.
A voice can be synonymous with things due to distinction in its sound and consistency of use. Or what's the worst is for someone with notoriety or a platform to make change, but does not use their voice.
Okay.
It's a damn shame. Fortunately for us, we don't have to worry about that with our guest tonight.
Come on, man.
Soon to blow up for his reckless behavior,
Hey.
he is celebrating his 10 years at the Bay Area's beloved 106 KMEL. For 10 years, listeners have waken up to his voice along with Sana G. 10 years. And that's beside the producing of the morning show or other shows he's lent his voice to. If a decade is impressive, what about his 13 plus years of working with the youth? Currently a program director at Dev Mission, educating and providing tools for the youth in sound and music production for them to ultimately develop their voice.
Come on, man.
If there's one thing our guest can teach us, it's that you don't have to be a national hero or a mega celebrity to have your voice carry on for generations. The FREE99 podcast is honored to have Gbiz, I know his real name, I'm not gonna say it, in the building.
I thank you for that intro, good brother. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Love. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's real.
Thank you to our special studio audience in the building. Appreciates the MC Hammer.
Who doesn't get our old TV references, but she's here.
She's here. Hey, so what year? Okay, what year did you start at the station? Like, what was your internship for the street team?
Oh man,
What year was that?
are we throwing years out?
Yeah.
You know I'm only 29 on the radio, Gus. I can't tell all the. You
So
know.
29th time.
Don't look a day over 28.
No, we were there. I feel like during the best time out here in the Bay Area, especially if you were young,
Say
into
that one more
music.
time. The best
The
time.
best time
Yeah.
out here in the
Right.
Bay Area.
Yeah.
No hashtags.
If you were young, into music, and interested in learning anything that had to do with being a part of entertainment in that industry, the hyphy movement, man.
That was really we were there for it.
Straight
We
up.
were there for it.
Yeah.
And it was
It's crazy.
we were almost given we were given a front row seat because
Bruh.
it ran synonymous with what the station was at the time.
Right.
Because it was such a fun time.
It was like raw energy. Right?
There was no socials.
Yeah.
Nah.
There There was no socials. Your camera phone wasn't. Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
Like
I see all your eyes light up. I know what y'all were doing.
It was MySpace. Barely
I
at
know what you're doing in the
Facebook.
corner.
Barely Facebook.
Barely at Facebook.
Solid kickoff for that joint.
I didn't go to school, but Biz went to school.
Yeah, I did, man. Shout out to the illustrious San Jose State University.
My wife's a Spartan.
There you go. Shout out to Wifey. You feel me?
Shout out to
Absolutely.
San Jose State. Shout out to Ro, other alum who came here.
Yes. My sister in radio. Shout out to Ro. Both of us held it down there. That's what we got. We really made our bones there.
Even at KSJS.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know? And man, I got to do this. I would be remiss if I didn't say shout out to Michaela Beiser, my niece, who's keeping the legacy going. She's graduating from San Jose State right now. So shout out to you, KK.
KK.
She's, actually a member of KSJS, and it surprised the hell out of me. I didn't even know. I was like literally scrolling on Instagram, and I followed their page, and I saw like a picture of their recent like group meeting, and I was like, oh, I know that face. So I had to call my brother. I said, bro, did you know the baby been over there? He said, oh yeah, man. She said she was interested. She was thinking about it, and I had definitely brought her up to the radio station a couple times. She's answered phones for me and kicked it with Unc a couple of days. So I'm just glad to see that she's interested in learning more about entertainment. So shout out to my niecey Pooh, man. Keep on going.
Shout
for them
out.
dreams, man. Yeah,
Shout out.
That's what I'm saying.
She just started DJing. I laced her with some turntables, so she in her dorm room cutting up right now.
Yeah, not even CDJs. Your uncle loves you.
not CDJs. We got a straight board. She good to go.
We were there for that though.
Yeah. Man.
From remember like setting up for when everyone just had wax.
Right.
It was like Tone. Who
lot of
were the DJs on the street team at the time? It was
Bruh, Tone Deaf.
Shout out to Tone Deaf.
Shout out to the good brother Babyface Benzo.
Babyface Benzo. Babyface Benzo.
BFB.
Yeah, Babyface Benzo. Who else would come out to the events?
Phil would DJ.
Phil would DJ.
Phil.
And you know what?
Mark was starting.
A little bit. You know what, man? And shout out to the good brother Hot Chocolate, man. R.I.P. Chocolate.
R.I.P. Choc.
I love Hot Chocolate.
Choco would pull up, and Choco would do his thing too, man. Y'all know that's that boy from Pino, man. R.I.P. Choco. Yeah.
Oh, damn. R.I.P. Choco.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Chocolate.
So you two have... I'm in awe right now just because you two have seen it through and through. Mm-hmm. I have a question. Seeing how it was before and seeing how it is now, how do you feel about like the radio? I mean, radio, it's complicated.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Just from an outside perspective, because I've been in the game for 13 plus years. Mm-hmm. The radio was no longer just a radio. It's one vessel. You have to be camera ready,
man,
at all times, because we would be able to go to the station looking like last night.
Man.
Look, smelling, feeling like last
Luckily,
night.
you can smell through the radio. Am I right, guys?
We've literally had times when folks pull up and it's like, okay, you ready for your shift? I'm gonna just take a nap underneath the pool table for a little bit. Let me know when y'all done. I'm gonna help you pack up the van.
Yep.
You feel me? And we'll be good to go.
That's a solid spot to take a nap under the pool table.
You can't get lost, bro.
That's
you know where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm right here. Or I'm gonna be in my car. I'm gonna park on this floor. I'm gonna be in my car. Just knock on the window.
Right.
And I'll get up.
Come get me on 3, bro. I'll be right here. I'll be right here, bro.
I'm gonna be parked right next to the van.
Right.
So I mean, I would say, I guess, and this is just me assuming, I would say that now radio has kind of like been lucrative to you. But how do you feel about the energy of how it was before?
When you mean like the energy of how it was before, you mean like in terms of when I was interning, or just what I guess the image of it that I was driven towards when I got into the industry?
I guess we could talk about it in like phases, right? Like, KSJS, that's just like youth, right? That's just youth, a lot of like just rambunctiousness.
Straight college radio, man.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about that was when I say it was really where I made my bones, it was. You know what I mean? I had a show. Sometimes I was doing shows from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. I had a 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I had a 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Hell, I even had a 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You know what I mean? And it was anytime I can get into that studio, I just wanted to honestly just talk my... We could have cussed, right?
Yeah, do you?
No, I just want to talk my shit, bro.
Whoa, that's fine.
And, just have a good time with it.
Yeah.
For me, like, I was interested in learning more about how radio worked.
Right.
How I sounded. cues that needed to be learned, and just kind of wanted to sharpen my tools. And college radio gave me the opportunity to be as loose, as as green and novice,
to kind of find your
to find my way and to find my sound in it, and also just fall in love with it. I would love doing a Saturday night show from 10 p.m. to 2 in the morning, and I'm getting fools calling me, at the house drinking at 11:38, talking about, hey, well, yo, what's up?
Play the alcoholics.
Hey, bro. I don't know what y'all was playing earlier, but like that shit was like Hot Ones Echo, something like, bro, like something like that. You throw that on for me. All right, cool, bro, I got you. A little click, Hot Ones Echo through the ghetto. But we gonna run that back, right? Get the ones calling, hey, yo, hey, this is Oscar from Eastside San Jose. I want to send love to Delilah. Delilah, I love you, baby. Come back home.
It's always come back home, bro.
It's
always come back home.
So
I'm hungry.
I love those calls. I love those calls.
Here's the thing, Oscar. If she left, chances are she's not listening to the radio.
But I'm here for it. What you want me to play some Fleetwood Mac? I got you, dog. Don't trip. She'll be home at least by 6 a.m.
What made you fall in love with radio like that, though?
Honestly, my love for radio came from being a youngster, man. I was that kid that would listen to the radio every morning, right? Man, I really was a really big Doghouse fan. R.I.P. JV. Shout out to JV, man. Elvis, Hollywood, JV, and all of them. I would listen, of course, to.
That was a time. That was a time in radio.
Yeah,
that was a time. Radio Wars, and remember that Radio King video they did? Radio
like back
King,
in the day,
yeah. A video. It was a VHS.
VHS.
Yeah.
I remember,
and one mixtapes.
Right. I mean, I still remember when they used to send Big Joe out to do like a whole ass stunts and shit. You know what I mean? Hammer and Hank. Shout out to Chewy, My Motion. You know what I mean? KMEL had a solid crew as well. Everybody in the Bay grew up on Chewy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listening to him, and shout out to my brother E, My Motion, doing their thing. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Franzen and Chase.
Franzen and Chase, dog. You know what I mean? Sway. I mean, it was. I'm a real Bay Area boy, so that to me was like that was dope, man. And I was that kid. I remember back in the day. I'm really telling my age when Summer Jam used to be broadcast on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could sit, and I would sit up, and bro, I had my radio going crazy. You know what I mean? Ride my bike down the block to the park, and I just sit there, man. I listen to Summer Jam.
And you were close to Mountain View, weren't you? You were close to Mountain View too.
Yeah, I was. I went to school in Mountain View. My mother, she worked for Hewlett Packard for over 30 years.
And shout out to mom.
Yeah, man.
And computers.
Shout out my girl Laura Lee, man. R.I.P. Mama, I love you, baby. And my brother and I, she made sure we got the best education. I went to Los Altos High School. We got bussed in, but shit, I got a great education.
Yeah, you did.
You know what I mean? I think growing up in that, and then I came from a very musical family. My brother and my cousin sang in a group.
What's the name of the group?
So they actually changed their names a couple times. It was Final Four, and then they changed their name to Colors. And so shout out Michael Anthony and my cousin Dale Shawn.
Shout out. Shout out.
So they stuck with Colors.
They that was actually exactly what they ran with. So I mean, they were signed. They were signed to like Tommy Boy. I mean, they was on there with like.
That's an iconic logo.
Yeah,
Tommy Boy's iconic.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Were they breakdancing?
They was. I know, right?
I don't know what they're doing, but this looks tight, man.
But I mean, they did some great work, man. I mean, they toured with Bone Thugs. I mean, as a kid, you hearing all these things, it was like, damn, like that's dope. Y'all doing some really dope stuff. And I felt like I was the only one in my family that didn't get a good singing voice. I couldn't carry a note. Well, I mean, I can carry a note, but I couldn't sing like my brother and my cousin and some of my aunts and my mama could sing. But I was always really good with words.
Okay.
And I could always be comfortable speaking. I think a lot of that probably just came from having to answer my mom whenever she was like, what the fuck are you doing?
And I'm like,
I'm like, well, she gotta be quick on the fly. Well, nah. And then
that was not me.
Right. And then at a young age, I got into writing. And, I was published twice by the time I was...
Come on, Biz.
12 years old.
Published twice. Come on, Biz.
Yep, in
Talk
a Stanford Youth poet book, and also another one for Palo Alto County, or for San Mateo County in Palo Alto. But man, the words was always kind of my thing, and I think I just fell in love with radio. And also, I mean, like you said kind of earlier, it was that entertainment piece that you could do, and I didn't have to worry about showing my face.
Exactly.
And I was like, I got a face made for radio, baby. I could do that.
Radio was theater of the mind.
Right.
That's
right.
what like radio like. That's why Doghouse was so great at what they did, because as far as like living the prank, right? Like it was such a different time.
It was a different time.
It was such a different
And
time.
I love that you followed your dream in that.
Hell yeah. I'm so proud of this dude. Hell yeah.
So my question for you is, when did you realize to now pivot and go into multimedia? Because I've heard those AT&T ads. You know what I'm saying? I know you've lent your voice. I know that you have an IMDb. Like, when did you realize to venture out now? And we have to talk about reckless behavior.
Man, shout out to the cast, crew, videographer, everybody involved with reckless behavior, man. Shout out Michaela P. Shelton, the writer, director, and creator of the show. Shout out to the good brother T. Carrier, one of our producers. Shout out to the good sister Lauren Roscoe, Shamari Bell, a lot of folks who have come together to make this show happen, man. And we now are pretty much coming to the end of our third season being released. So we're in post-production right now. It's almost ready. Y'all hold on real quick. We about to free season 3. But I mean, honestly, Michaela and I have known each other for a long time. Also a Spartan, San Jose State alumni.
Shout out.
And
Damn, San Jose got the talent, man.
Hey, man, I'm not good.
I married one,
great
dog.
education.
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
Look, she ain't slowing you wrong yet.
I won that one though. I finessed my way into that situation.
Gus is like, oh, y'all need that Silicon Valley, baby. I'm out.
Let me teach you a little something.
Behind the tree. Just
Look, you like adobo? Come on, we gonna figure it out.
You like adobo?
I'm gonna feed you, baby. Let's go. You feel me? We gonna make it happen. You feel me?
We're gonna pop a little thing.
Hey, shout out Miguel, man.
I love that. You like adobo? That was the time.
But Michaela, man, she actually had started a blog site some years ago, and really in it, she was living her truth. I think in a lot of her blogs, she was, at the time,
expressing her plight.
Yeah, trying to find her way in writing. Also, kind of really being very, very transparent around her struggles with dating. And from it, she was like, I kind of want to turn this into a show. And, when she came up with the idea, I was one of the first people that she reached out to and was like, okay, it might sound crazy, but I kind of want to do something. What do you think? And would you be a part of it? And I was like, absolutely. From the start, I was down, and like, I've done some acting as well. I did theater in college. I was actually in the highest grossing play in San Jose State history.
What was it?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yes.
History's history right there, y'all.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Shout out to my brother Tone, who I actually did the radio show with. G-Tone Radio. We did the
function.
Hey man, we did a theater play there, and so even between that, I've done some writing myself, and for a long time I was producing and writing and directing my own sketch comedy videos.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I want to continue to do that. I think that would be dope to rock with Michaela like that. And so I mean, man, we filmed the first season literally right before COVID. In 2019,
yep, I remember.
And then
you gave something for people to watch though. It was almost the perfect timing for that to drop.
It was. It really was. And so from it just being like, okay, we're just gonna drop this on her site and we'll see what happens. Put that out there and then put it on YouTube. Thank you, good brother. Not all heroes wear capes. I appreciate it.
They don't. But they do wear 2X.
Look, I got you, dog. We gonna get you right. Definitely going on the show from the first season, and in the second season, we actually filmed during COVID.
Wow.
Outside.
But we made it happen. We came together, and so I was really, really excited because I was telling her like, man, like I'm looking at all these other stuff, all these other platforms that people are getting on, bruh. If we can get on Tubi. right? The goal is to get to a Netflix, to get to a Hulu. I know for a fact we can start tapping into these streaming sites.
Tubi has some shit too.
They do, absolutely.
Yeah. Or not to be.
To be or not to be.
Oh, you a thespian, right?
Out here.
True thespian.
And she started the process. She, was sending them emails and tapping in with them, seeing exactly what needed to be done. She went through the proper channels. And now the show first season 1 and 2 are on Tubi right now for streaming. So go out
Reckless
there.
Behavior.
Stream Reckless Behavior, the series right there on Tubi. All you gotta do, you type in the RECK, right? My ugly mug is the first thing you see.
Hello.
You feel me?
Hello.
And not only that, a majority of our listeners will relate with y'all reckless ass behavior.
I'm telling
so
you.
learn something.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. Filmed in the Bay Area. I mean, we got a great cast. It's
Do you have even one Filipino in there?
Do we have at least one? Man, we got a Pacific Islander sister. You feel me? We definitely got somebody that's half Filipino.
Wow, what the fuck?
So it's like, this is like, what?
Yeah, so it's like that. Could I throw up there?
So,
All right, that's
0.5.
We there.
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah,
Representation is there. So yes,
We have
but
the jump. We round up.
Hey,
we gotta get
Filipinos,
some.
we out.
We got a matter of fact. We might have had one person. We might have had one more do a receptionist pace, and then one more that was a dancer. So that's 2 more.
Hey, you see that? We're not all nurses, dog.
That's 4 point. That's dinner 5. That's dinner 5 in. Bow bow.
I
You feel me?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
You, like you said, you wrote sketch comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, because I just think of funny shit all the time.
Yeah.
You are also the type to think of funny shit all the time.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm silly.
And you can't
Absolutely.
stop. Has it ever got you in trouble with like somebody that you're being intimate with because you cracked the wrong joke at the wrong time?
Because I cracked the wrong job. I almost made that issue on the right here.
See, Therese?
Right.
It's not just me.
What? That almost happened on the right here.
Just
What?
breaking that awkward silence.
And then all of a sudden we're just both staring at the ceiling.
I'm like, look,
how do we progress from this?
I'm just like, look, I'm answering these questions, so don't get mad and shit. And she like,
Yeah.
oh, but how am I supposed to feel? What's gonna happen? So thankfully, she's a nice woman and a kind spirit.
Thank you for
I think she's
our
very, very
significant
understandable.
others who
Our
understand
significant-
us.
I think she's very understandable. Yeah.
Thank you for understanding this thespian right
How
here.
we coexist with you. I love it.
It is, dude. You gotta find that right,
Coexisting.
like
And
and then you can just say some like some radical shit at the wrong time, dude.
I mean, it's certainly happened. It has certainly happened.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me
Huge
of?
sigh, by the way.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me like one of the very first episodes of Martin. Shout out to all the Martin watchers out
Come on,
there.
man.
Martin had literally
some of the DVDs.
Man, what? Man, had the box set. Man, back
It's
in the
not
day.
a competition, Gbiz.
But I'm sorry, bro. You got
okay.
that.
I had the laser disc.
My bad, bro. My bad, dog. So when he basically had got in trouble because he had said something about the relationship, and Gina was like, "It's about what you say about me on the radio, Martin." I feel like I've definitely had that situation at least a time or two, and it's like, what, like.
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing too reckless.
I'm better now about that.
Are you better? Because I
220 episodes in.
I've experienced that.
Yeah.
It was a
found that
quiet
switch.
car ride to Sacramento.
Sooner or later,
You want to get a confessional?
Sooner or later, we all have to have that Charlemagne cool down, right? You remember when Charlemagne face came out and he was like just the wildest one out,
The SEMA-
and then
SEMA
it was
down
like,
now.
you know what? Maybe I don't want to keep having to go get my own plate when I go home at night. I don't want to have to question when she tells me she's making spaghetti. I want to make sure that I'm always going to be good in the house.
Yeah.
If you don't get that spaghetti reference, somebody go ask your uncle. He'll tell you.
So I've settled.
You
with
know
the
which uncle.
I've settled with the fact that you can put a note for DoorDash not to ring the doorbell. Hey, just don't ring that
don't,
shit,
bro.
all right?
Yeah. Don't
the
make-
dog will bark.
don't make
They will
spot.
know what I'm eating, and I'm
Bruh.
spending the finances on this delivery.
It's fine.
Leave it at the door. Don't make
Leave it at
the
the garage.
spot.
Just
Follow directions.
Exactly.
The directions that are
Follow-
available. Follow directions.
If they don't follow
please.
directions, I'm reporting something missing.
Yeah.
Look, yeah,
The whole
man.
thing is missing.
Yeah.
Your stint with the station was broken up
Yes.
into a couple pieces, and I remember like seeing you, and then when I got like laid off. You know who laid me off?
Who?
Michael Erickson.
Really?
Yeah, he called me.
You weren't alone. Huh? You were far from being alone.
What was that? What was that call like? What was that call like?
No, it was a long day for him because
Yeah.
I got that call at like 3:00, and he's like, "Hey, just want to let you know the company's going to transition."
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you laying me off?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Are you okay?" Like I asked him that because
classic Filipinos.
Man.
Sir, are you okay, sir? I served him at least 3 times.
How can I make this a better visit?
I just felt bad for dude because you could hear the heaviness in his voice. And Michael Ayers is an icon in Bay Area music.
Absolutely,
R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
He just having that call from him, and I felt so bad. But I was like, "Hey, are you cool?" He was like, "Yeah, man. It's been a heavy day." And I was like, "Hey, man, don't worry about it. I'm good." But I worried about like everyone else during that time because it affected homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was a weird transition because like me and Biz come from an era to where iPods were barely a thing.
Man,
iPods were barely a thing.
They're heavy.
Yeah, and radio didn't it, like once that speed bump hit, then it was just like lightning fast, and everything just changed overnight.
Yeah.
It was all like within that 5 years. It was like your socials better be up.
Gotta be.
It was better be. There was no verified. You just got to be up. You got to have a Facebook page. You got to have a MySpace page.
Active,
you got to have a Twitter page. You got to. I'm still followed by all those like my hollers. You're not
active at all on Twitter.
I think, but it was like you rode that wave so gracefully because when I left, I didn't seen you. I ain't seen you, and then when I reconnected with you, you were like, I never left the game, Gus. Like I left KMEL.
Yeah.
But I never left the game. Like you
never left radio.
You stuck with the game, and you figured it out on a different aspect. Like, what was one of your pivots?
Wow.
You know what, man? I'll never forget the day, and man, shout out to old school FREE99.
Come on, man.
You feel me? Right over there in Millbrae.
Come on, man. Free party, open bar till 11.
Going crazy.
Don't play with me, man.
Crazy?
I had kids earlier. I wasn't there.
Play with me,
Come on, man.
We was doing that and it was free to walk in.
Free to walk in. Y'all, I mean, you know, for all y'all Bay Area radio heads, y'all might not know, I love Lady Ray. That's my sister. She's a mother now. Shout out to the good brother Mike the Menace. That's my brother. You know, I done seen Lady Ray down there and knock a broad out. That's why I call her Tyson to this day. You know.
Lady Sugar Ray.
Lady Sugar Ray.
Lady Sugar Ray.
I was like, I ain't never seen nobody grab somebody from outside the club and like with the bead wall. She was like, bitch, I will. That's my husband,
I think that's like a fatality on like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, she gonna kill me for that one, but I mean, it's real life. But
I think I put the security guard. I was like, hey, that's family. I was like, let him cook, bro.
Let her
get some hits in.
It's a girl fight. Let them figure that out.
Man,
you don't want to get hands involved.
You know what guys watch girl fights, right?
Oh, bruh. I mean,
hopefully a titty will come out.
Just
Let's
stand back.
just call it like it is. All right.
Brenda's my sister though, so I'm like, hey, security.
No, but you like this. You like this in there.
Somebody stop this. Handle it right now.
You're like, stop the madness.
Hey, Michael, go get your woman, man. Bro, hurry up.
Your phone up. Stop the madness.
Hurry up.
She's holding a cigarette. I'm gonna get burned.
Yo, the skill of holding a cigarette during a fight.
She had it in her mouth like a real Filipino. She was like
she was playing pool.
I love you, Ray. I love you.
But no.
Rain the bear.
But even from those times, man, and being outside, I'll never forget. It was one of those nights when Tone Deaf. Shout out to Tony Ying, man.
Tony, man.
Tone. You know, we stand over the little bar upstairs, and he was like, "Man, Biz, I want to bring you on, man. I want you to come on and, you know what I mean, join the team and become a driver." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then the background check happened the next week, and it was like HR was like, "You know what? We can't fuck with him," and I knew exactly why. You know what I mean?
Because you're too much of a thespian. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, I wasn't acting when the police put the cuffs on me, but
you're acting correctly.
I acted like I had to act. But you know what I mean. But that made me make a decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, from
that
there.
That was a hard pivot.
It was. And
I remember that weekend.
And it was like, man, you feel me? Shout out to the brother Slap. We both was in the same.
Slaparachi?
Shout out to Filmo, man.
He went to Reddit. No.
Other Filmo Slap.
Filmo Slap.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue yet.
But it was like both of us was like, damn, okay, so what's the next step? Man, and I ended up going into sports radio. And I started doing overnights over at KMBR. And I was running like Giants games.
That's kind of sick.
I was running Giants games, and they gave me more opportunity there. Man, I mean, at that time, I'm still in school.
Yep.
I got a job I'm doing at least 30 hours a week driving. And I'm also working weekends. I'm talking about from Friday nights to Saturday mornings, Saturday nights to Sunday mornings on sports radio. And then I'm going right back to school, right back to work and everything else, like 7 days a week.
So you're doing KSJS and KNBR at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah, and then when I pivoted from sports radio and doing KNBR, I ended up doing. I worked at a few different stations down in San Jose. Honestly, it's probably more stations in the Bay Area that I have worked for than ones I haven't.
Come on,
have you done a Mexican radio station?
I have worked in Latin radio down in San Jose.
Damn, bro. Was it the reggaeton era, La Calle?
You know what?
San Jose, California.
Gbiz,
Right.
San Jose, please.
Accurate.
Right, but from that to even some, like I said, other stations, other nonprofit stations, KPOO up in San Francisco.
Wow.
I had a show on KPOO,
legendary station.
So man, I definitely did a lot. And then when the opportunity opened up for KMEL, it was like I always had it in the back of my mind because at the time I was working at
KBLX.
Well, I was at KBLX. I was 102.9, and I was also working at the game.
Smooth jazz?
Yes, I was.
It's
I
not
was,
smooth now,
it
though.
wasn't-
Can you give me a smooth? Can you give me your smooth jazz? It sounds like KBL.
Yeah, well, I wasn't. I was trying to get on air there. I actually was doing. I was doing street stuff. I was doing event stuff, and and I was also working at KMB. I was at 95.7 The Game. I was doing boards at the game. I was doing sports radio there too. They were owned by the same company. And
this is crazy. This is
I was there for a while, and I transitioned from that, and it was like, man, just I'm doing a lot of God is good. The way it all just happened at the right time, and the opportunity opened up at KML. They were looking for a brand new morning show host.
I remember that.
Sana G radios, and I looked into it, and it was like you had to submit a 1-minute video about why you should be the next host on the KML morning show, and I hit Tone Deaf, and I was like, Tone, should I submit? He was like, bro, whenever you want to send in your video, just send it to me.
Wow.
Bet. I said, cool. And at the time, I was already doing my own sketch comedy videos. I had already been filming them, producing them, and I told my partner. So basically, we had this concept that we had on our college radio show. It was a world of Macs. And so one of the Macs, the main Mac that you could say, it was like, just like think cool guys who talk shit, basically. If you want to call cool, but
this is called FREE99 podcast.
Right.
Cool guys who talk shit.
If you want to call cool, but like, but you know,
that comment was directed towards me, and I don't respect that. I don't like that.
You're a cool guy, man. But basically, we decided to take our main character from that World of Max concept, and he basically introduced Gbiz to the Bay Area. So his name is Ricardo Jones. You could actually still see the video on YouTube right now if you look it up. Ricardo Jones introduces Gbiz, Bay Area radio personality for the competition for the Sanji Big Shot.
When there was a transition when you first started, because I've been paying attention. When it was a transition when that happened and you first came on the show, you said something that always stuck with me. Like the girl sounded super raspy, and you was like, "Oh, she sounded like she need a lozenge." that wasn't the Gbiz that it is now. That was that transition of
I was still very rough around the edges.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I heard that and I like giggled to myself. But I go, what's so funny? I was like, you have to know Gary for that one.
Right. You know what I mean? I still drop it every once in a hot. They'll be like, what? I'll be like, bro, she sound like she been chewing menthols all morning, bro. Like, what's really going on?
And they don't even sell menthols anymore.
R.P. menthols.
Right.
I do have to say something. You did say, God is great, right? Mm-hmm. But I think with your story, I think this applies. It's that prayer is not, it's not really successful without action.
Yes.
And you definitely took action.
Yeah.
The fact that you continue to bounce around on Bay Area radios, not even just any other random station, but KNBR, KBLX, these are like huge
legendary stations, man.
Yeah. And you're and at the same time you're getting your 10,000 hours, which I'm sure you've surpassed.
Oh yeah, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, so you're basically a master at your craft.
At this point, you've been doing it longer than you've not been doing it.
I would say
You're
yes.
close.
I would say I'm definitely getting there. Yeah, for sure.
Let you know it's age, everyone. So if you want to do that,
but no,
do the math to that.
For sure, man. And like I said, I think for me it was just about sticking to plan A. You know how I decided when you asked me earlier, like I know it. Like I said, the seed was planted during my childhood.
That's mom's, right?
No, I mean, well, you know, my mother taught me how to work hard.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason I'm able to wake up every morning now at 4 a.m. and be at work by 5:30 is because I've been doing it since I was literally a child. My mom is very Southern, grew up on a farm, hardworking parents, you know, one of 9 in the smack dab middle of it. Okay. So, you know, man, as long as I can remember, 4 or 5 years old, bro, I had to be up at 5 in the morning, bro. 5 in the morning.
Regiment.
And she like, I'm up, you up. You know what I mean? I remember I have very vivid memories getting ready for preschool, and I'm damn near falling asleep, bro, putting my little pants on, and she like, wake your ass up. Matter of fact, if it's too hard to keep your eyes open, I'm gonna have you come in here, you can wash these dishes. At 5 in the morning. You know what I mean? And I never lost that. And, you know, even my mother got later on in her life, you know, I was her primary caretaker. My brother and I would split time really taking care of my mom. I would take her to her dialysis, appointments, man, 4 times a week. And I was up. I had to be up at 4 in the morning.
You're doing that young too, right?
Yeah, man. You talking about, bro? I literally 20s? I was still in college. I had just gotten out of college really when I took it on kind of more full time. Yeah. You still talking about 22? You know what I mean? 21.
It's like 21 coming out of college, trying to find themselves.
Yeah.
And then now you're
figuring it all out.
Right. And then now you find yourself back at home taking care of the one who kind of instilled all your work ethic.
Yeah.
And you don't really like appreciate it back then, but now.
You know, but for me, it was never a question. I just knew I had to do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? My mother, again, she's my mother. Yeah, my man. I love you, Laura Lee. Yeah, R.I.P. baby. My mama, she sacrificed everything for my brother and I, not only to have opportunity, but to learn how to be like, you know, upstanding citizens, man. And you know, she was a mother, a single mother, who raised 2 men.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And I don't say that softly. She raised 2 men,
amazing men,
2 grown men. You know, my brother, you know, he works in healthcare. You know, he's married, he's well off. You know, I haven't been to jail too many times.
Easy.
So
that we know of.
Again, shout out to reckless behavior on Tubi.
Yeah.
Searching on Tubi.
You know, and so she really taught us how to live life and how to you know, go for the things that we wanted. And again, a lot of that came from just, man, learning who she was, how hard she worked.
Yes.
And man, up until the day my mother died, even past the day she passed away, she's continued to teach me lessons.
Yes.
And I look back at those gems and, you know, those moments of clarity, and it's like, damn, look at what she gave me. You know, my mother taught me patience. She's taught me gratitude. She's definitely taught me hard work.
Yeah.
And I'm appreciative of all those things, because without those character elements, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I'm not saying I'm the best man, but I'll tell you much. I get up every day and I try to make the most out of it. Even if that's a day where I'm telling myself, look, you deserve a little bit of rest. We need those days, you know? And I'm thankful to the understanding and what she instilled in me.
I think the important thing is the fact that you came to who you are now to realize that you are not defined by your actions. Arrest, whatever the fuck that was. You defined yourself.
Yeah.
And that was with hard work, because that's what your mom instilled.
Yeah,
so I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, especially if you're trying to get into this entertainment game, you got to be ready for that. And a lot of people be like, oh man, I want to do what you do. Oh man, I want to rap. Oh man, I want to be Drake. Do you know how hard it is to do? Do you know how long and I'm saying I don't know if you was, man, how long
I do rap. You heard the intro, I do rap.
How long we worked for free?
No, you can focus on him.
For free? No. If you are in entertainment, you all got to understand, when you are starting, when you are trying to build, when you are trying you are clawing your way up. I worked for free for a very long time.
Long hours.
And you gotta be prepared for that, because a lot of people, man, you're not built for that. You think you want to do it. I get up at 4 a.m. every morning.
On purpose.
You right. A lot of people ain't made for that.
We're working the concert, but you will not see 1 second of that show.
But not at all.
And you have to be okay with that.
You gotta be okay.
You're not going to be backstage.
No.
You have to be okay with that.
Yep.
Like, they want you up front, rocking the crowd that's walking by, getting hot dogs at the wherever you're at, you have to do that.
Yep.
Radio was not for everyone.
No.
Especially back then because, like, the rules now, I could be so paid. How many hours did we work that was past 8? Come on, man. That was past 8.
A summer jam day alone, bruh, is 18 hours.
We're just gonna roll that over to the next day, all right? We're gonna get you, so there's no like double time or nothing?
I mean,
just take tomorrow off, we'll pay for the whole day.
It was that summer jam.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And so,
did you work that summer block party that was the hottest day of the year
at Kane Concord? Yes.
Chris Brown. Right. Chris Brown. Was it Yin Yang Twins?
That was early Chris Brown too.
It was young Chris Brown.
It was like, young Chris.
It was Run It Chris Brown.
Run It Chris.
And it was 101 degrees.
Bruh.
We got in the news because we weren't providing enough water.
People was fainting and falling out. You feel me? Yeah.
We don't control the weather.
You just take your ass out there, and the grind is different. So a lot of people ain't really built for that, man.
No,
and I'm thankful that I had it locked in my mind. That was my only option. I'll never forget senior year high school, leading up to graduation. I had just started getting my college acceptance letters, right?
Wow.
And at that time, I'm like, okay, I'm just so focused on wanting to play football. I'm like, okay, I'm going whoever send me the most money. Sac State was like, boom, we're gonna offer you this much, and it was like 20 G's.
Was you running back?
Nah, I played strong safety and DB. I played corner defensive end. Yeah.
Come on, Gary.
So
I suck at Madden.
There was, I mean, I'm not that great at Madden either, bro. But I was a hitter on the field. You know what I mean? But the coaches they all wanted to move me over to offense. Wanted me to play, fullback and all these different things.
Fullback makes sense.
But they were like, look, man, like we can give you this much money. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to Sac State. I'm gonna go play ball. And I had to really think in my mind, okay, so what am I gonna do? Yeah. I always knew I was never a real suit and tie type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? Chewy has to get paid. How does Chewy not get paid? He's the voice of the Bay Area every single morning. Who's not listening to KMEL?
I think at that time, it was him and Don Blue that was making the most
money,
most cake off radio.
Don
Blue in the morning show.
Don Blue was getting cash. Bro, when I heard
he was getting that corporate white money, dude. All
of the cocaine.
Bruh, I said, they said, how much Don Blue making?
Don Blue.
He probably started every segment like, you know what really grinds my gears?
Right. Oh my, give him the whip.
You know what happened this morning on the way in?
Right. Yeah. Man, but I was like, Chewy has to be making money.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna study radio or I'm gonna do comedy. And that's what I'm gonna do. And that's where I'm at. And one of them shits is gonna work. And I'll never forget that very same morning, right? It was right before school, 0 period. I told my partners, and it hit me like a light bulb, sitting right in front of the cafeteria, and I said, "Bruh, check it out." I said, "When we get older, you gonna be taking your kids to school, bruh. You gonna hear me on KMEL." I said,
Wow.
Chewy has to retire. He's got to retire, right? He won't be on KMEL forever." I said, "I promise you, bruh. Check it out. You hear me what I tell you. When you're taking your kids to school, you gonna listen to me on the radio."
Wow, manifest that shit.
And to this day, I still have partners hit me up like, "Bruh, man, you said that shit, bruh. I take my kids. I'll be hearing you like you said that shit."
And you really lived that. That was so dope. Like, you went to school for it too.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I used my degree.
Talking to you.
Right. When you were in college, worried about 0 period. 0 period is what I had my first child. Shout out to Caitlin.
There you go.
Yeah, 0 period.
Big up, man. Blessing to your baby. Yeah. You was getting to another type of work. It's good.
She likes MF Doom. It's cool.
Yeah. Hey, the good dad. Good dad. There you go.
So sometimes what we like to do on the FREE99 podcast, we like to play little games.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Play little games. And so the game we're going to play is going to involve the lovely city that you are born and raised in.
Okay.
East Palo Alto.
Yeah, shout out to Epic City, man. Small town cemetery was happening. You feel me?
I got a name for it.
What is that?
We're gonna call it GPA.
GPA. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to G Town. You feel me?
Nobody beats the biz.
All right.
We're gonna. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
So the premise is pretty much we're gonna explain present placer thing for East Palo Alto and just like Jeopardy style. Who it is.
Okay.
Yeah, not gonna lie, my questions stray a little far.
Okay.
But we're here though. We out here.
I mean, I don't know how many city officials I can name for you. I don't know.
Allegedly.
Just FYI.
Apparently.
Are you ready?
Yep. What's happening?
This powerhouse of an athlete used to wrestle locally for APW, but is now on TV for AEW.
For AEW. Oh, that's my boy. Fuck. Oh, what's my man's name?
Again, this powerhouse.
Yeah. Fuck. God damn it.
Calvin and
Hobbs?
And it rhymes with
Was it Luke Hobbs?
no rhymes with the mill.
Not Phil. I know it's not.
Uncle.
No. He was the star of Fresh Prince. First name
Smith.
Will Hobbs. Shout out to Will. Hey, Will a real one, bro. You talking about EPA original Will a real one? Yes. Shout out to Will.
That APW.
Yeah.
Strong, man.
Real to real.
We said real to Will.
Real to real.
This is an easy one. Proud EPA native produced some Bay Area classics such as Ghost Ride It.
Yeah.
Feeling Myself. Also, founder of Get Gone.
Absolutely. Shout out to Sean G, man.
Sean G.
The OG. Shout out to the ledge.
Oh,
All right, this is where it goes a little stray, okay? Just a bit east of EPA, this ex-Giant was one of the last championship players to leave the team, now playing for the Cardinals.
To lead the team, now playing for just a little bit east.
Yeah.
Brandon Crawford.
Yes, Brandon Crawford. No, you were right. I accidentally wrote belt, but you're right.
It was Brandon Crawford.
Right.
It's Brandon Crawford.
Damn, that's good.
All right.
You just know the area. Bro.
This one's a deep cut, but I think my dude's gonna get it. With connections to Nigeria, Wisconsin, and Boston, this artist began developing his artistry in the Bay Area. Living in EPA resonated with him so much with the community that he ended up getting a Polynesian tattoo.
Okay.
That's deep.
Fuck.
It's a deep cut.
Okay, run it back real.
That's a deep cut on Hennessy.
The first early joints.
With connections to Nigeria, Wisconsin, and Boston.
Wisconsin, and Boston.
This classic artist began developing his artistry in the Bay Area. Living in EPA resonated with him so much, he ended up getting a Polynesian tattoo.
Oh, shit. That's my guy. Fucking J Boog. No? Not J Boog?
No, it's not. I'm a classic, man.
Oh, fucking Jadena.
Yeah.
Duh, I forgot he went to Stanford.
He lived.
Shout out to
Yeah, he lived in
Jadena. Really?
EPA.
Shout out to Jadena.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Jadena
not from there, but he lived there.
he went to Stanford. Yes, I forgot he was fucking
Gamed up. He got
from
gamed
over
up
there.
there.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Shout out to Jadena.
He got that one. He got that one.
Good. Now I gotta feel bad about this next question.
You know what threw me off? The Nigeria. I was like, who the fuck he touching up? But yes, shout out to Jadena, man.
T-Pain, Wisconsin?
I'm like, what the fuck? I know it ain't the game. Shout out to
This is my last one.
the game. The game soaked it up in EPA, for real.
With roots in the Far East,
The Far East. Oh, shit.
this basketball player was raised in Palo Alto and became the first Asian American player to win an NBA championship in 2019.
He won the ship.
He did.
Shout out to Jeremy Lin. Yeah.
His documentary on Netflix got me through some tough times.
Man, shout out to Jay Lin, man.
That is a good documentary.
Yeah, that Harvard boy. Shout out to Pally High, man. You feel me?
We don't want no trouble.
He was hooping though.
Jeremy Lin was going, bro. Linsanity was a real thing. We can't.
It was a real thing.
Bro, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Jeremy didn't have a time. He had his time. You feel me?
He had some hair too, though, but he had time.
He really had some time. Yeah,
He was trying to figure it out.
He had a moment. Yeah, he had a
What would
moment.
get the IG models? He figured it out.
He had a gel sponsor.
It was LA Looks.
Who's a better dancer? Is it? Oh, do you have another one?
No, I'm done.
MJ or CB
Michael Jackson
or Chris
Brown?
Who's a better dancer?
Oh shit.
Oh, that wasn't a direct answer.
You better relax because you might get hit by a smooth criminal.
That's tough.
I can tell you which who has a dance moves that hit harder.
Easy.
You know what, man? The better. God damn it. You know, bro, I can't go against Mike.
Yes.
You know, Mike was hanging with thugs. Mike was hanging with royalty. Mike was stepping on everybody next. What he was doing was new. Chris is giving you like some dope moves, but I don't know if Chris has revolutionized dancing the way that I feel like Michael Jackson did.
Oh, that's a good
like
point, fucking asshole. Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that one. That's, that's a good point.
Chris is amazing. I'm not taking nothing from him. I just,
but Jabberwockies ain't rocking like that.
Mike changed literally. He got it. Do you know how to fucking moonwalk? Have you tried it? You've tried it.
Yeah. Does Chris have a move associated with his name?
No, not at all.
Each music video was his love, right? Like Thriller has a part. You could do the Thriller dance.
Right.
People know. People start doing the Thriller dance, right?
Yes.
The beat it, like everyone knows, like the cues to those, like Chris Brown's a great dancer.
Dude, Thriller?
He hasn't had those moments.
That shit, bro.
Remember the time? Remember the time?
Come on, bro. He had Eddie Murphy and Magic Johnson in his fucking music video, bro.
Yo, remember the time?
What?
Oh my god,
what you talking about?
Turn it to sand.
Fucking Mike. What about? Come on, bro.
And you said you couldn't sing, you liar.
It premiered right after The Simpsons. I remember that was like, it was like,
oh yeah.
Do you remember, girl? Fucking Mike, come on, man.
What was the last time you seen a music video premiere on national television?
What about us? What? Come on, bro. You can't fuck with Mike. You can't
really fuck with Mike. That's true.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Ask Macaulay Culkin.
Easy. Do you think he's
You know what? That's not even.
all right. I got a deep cut. Do you think Mike's still alive?
Do I think Mike is still alive?
Yes.
Yeah, and all of us.
No. Oh, and you know what?
And all of us.
Hey, well, music lives forever. His art lives forever, right?
Yeah, but is he
if you're asking if he's still breathing, walking the earth with air in his lungs, no, I think Mike is gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if Mike wasn't gone, there's no way, and I'm gonna say this absolutely no way, he'll be walking around with his namesake, looking the way he does. Shout out to Mike's son. Yeah,
oh, Prince.
Towel or napkin?
Blanket. Blanket actually is a thug. It's his son. Yeah, young.
Dude, is that his real name?
Joe. Blanket.
Did you watch Atlanta?
That's tight.
Yeah.
They said that person is Michael Jackson.
Who? Donald Glover?
No. The guy. There's that.
Oh, with the egg.
Yeah,
Teddy Perkins.
Yeah, Teddy Perkins.
Whoa,
They said,
you see how
they said that's MJ.
That was Donald Glover.
But there's a scene
Oh,
where
like he played. Yeah, he played.
Yeah.
There was a award ceremony where that guy was there with Donald Glover. They were talking. They were talking to each other.
Yeah, there was.
They were back.
Yeah.
They say that's MJ because they always talk about like.
That's not Mike. I did look
That's
dude's
mine,
real name up.
bro. That's mine.
I don't think
I
it's
want
Mike.
to say it's mine.
If there's anybody I think that rode off into the sunset of I'm dead now, I would for sure go Tupac.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not going Mike. I'm going Pac.
Really?
Yeah. What? I wouldn't doubt if Tupac was living in Cuba right now with Asada Shakur. I mean,
that's
you know, that might be very revolutionary of me. But I mean,
I can't even say that about Biggie. Thanks, Puff.
Nah, I think Big is gone.
Yeah.
I think Pac is gone too.
I'm a big guy. I know you can't hide that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know.
You can't hide diabetes, y'all. Not you, but just in general for big dudes.
Look for the skin pigmentation. Go ahead. What are we talking about?
I don't know, but I love it, bro. I love it.
Oh man,
I'm so proud of Biz. I'm going to get on my soapbox.
Thank you, man.
I seen the hard work early.
Yeah.
When he had no hair.
Man,
when it was
straight
bald
baby
head
face.
Biz.
Yeah.
Now it's like long in the tooth.
Oh yeah, they've been sprouting, man. I'm almost to my 4 year anniversary.
I don't recognize him, but the soul's very familiar. He's always been a solid dude.
That's just because we be Henny sipping.
Come on, man.
I was saying that outside.
Our morning shows used to be different.
Oh man, what?
Shout out to Big Mike.
Shout out to Big Mike,
I love
man,
you, Big
my
Mike.
brother. You know what I mean, man. I'll tell you this much. Even then, you talk about early mornings.
Early mornings.
I remember, you feel me, man, mobbing from like Mountain View to go down and pick Mike up on the way to the station, and we go out and we doing, street hits with Chewy. You know what I mean? In the mornings, and we just go all over the Bay Area. And you know, honestly, that's one thing I'm very thankful about and from KMEL, because we touch every part of the Bay, Gus.
You couldn't
every part.
You see how I said we, Gus? Yeah. You see how I said we?
We would.
We did.
Like you would never meet Sana. You would never meet Chewy. You never meet Vaughn, right? Unless you was like in a club and you caught him in a corner or
Exactly.
in the store.
Exactly.
But you met Biz.
Right.
You met
Right.
you met A Soul.
Mm-hmm.
You met
Yeah.
Babyface.
Yeah.
You met
Yeah.
Shay.
Yeah, you met Shay.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was a
outside.
time.
Yeah, we was outside, man.
That was Sidekick too. I don't know
G,
if y'all know what Sidekick
I do have to take a second.
Sidekick days was wild.
Catch us in the chat. Don't play with us.
Them sidekick days was wild.
G, I do have to take a second. I want to say this. I want to say this to Gus, and I've never said this on air to Gus. I don't think I even said this off air to Gus.
Yes.
But after meeting you and talking and hearing all the stories, I do have to say that with Gus's kind of like experience in radio, that he's kind of like it's attributed to kind of like the success of FREE99. So thank you, Gus.
Shout out to Gus.
Shout out to Gus.
I am nothing without a team. So
You know what I mean?
I'm on like and Biz noticed you're only as strong. You're only as weak as your strongest link. Well, I don't know.
You're only as strong as your weakest. Only as strong as your weakest link.
1.5 Filipinos in.
You know what it is, right?
I do have to say though, Gus. No, seriously, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's a bit like it was a different time. Like it's easier now for y'all because of the work that like Gary put in.
Yeah.
Man.
No, you too.
An AIDS
real,
walk
for real. You know, but like, man, but. You know, even like I was saying as we were talking on the way over here, like a lot of the things that we had to do, even the folks out on the street now don't even know about. Like, bruh, do you know how many times I would pull up to the club? We text Gus, hey yo, we're here. We just parked the van. Where y'all at? Oh, we right at the front. Shout out to the end up. Old school reggae gold.
Shout out to Rollo, man.
You feel me? Shout out to brother Rollo, man. We outside. Okay, how many of y'all is it? 8. we rush.
All guys, too. Like, damn, not a pretty face in the butt.
Oh, you really meant we.
Right. These fitted hats and jerseys I'm letting
He like, why y'all didn't come with Shay? Shay already in here. I'm like, bro, she left us. I don't know.
She left
Her and Renisha was talking about they was headed in early. Shout out to Pretty Niche.
Shout out to Niche.
Yeah.
Shout out to Niche. I hear you pretty.
Yeah, shout out to Niche. Bruh, but it's like, bro, we be like, damn, okay.
That was a time.
Bruh, shout out to my sis Red Corvette. Shout out to Mina, man.
Mina F baby.
Absolutely.
Please say my baby.
Shout out DJ Red Corvette, man.
That was that team, that core team that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
There was a lot of moving and shaking going on with that to the team. Shout out to Emil. A lot of moving and shaking that happened within that team. Shout out to DC. Like, there's
my brother DC is chilling. You feel me? Absolutely. Black Mark. You feel me? A lot of us. Filmo Mike. Shout out to my brother Mike.
Filmo Mike.
Yeah, man.
Talk about Mike's comeback.
Filmo Mike, man. Mike the
I
guy.
like him. He's tall as shit.
He said,
I love Mike.
I do like. If I met him once, he's really welcoming. I like him.
I'm telling you, bro. Mike got more lives than a cat, dog.
I like
love
fucking
it.
with Mike is he'll go to a Vietnamese restaurant with me and order like not soup. He was like, "Oh, get some rice." And I'm like,
Got it.
What's
Let's
up,
go, Mike.
vermicelli?
Vietnamese food today, Mike.
And he works hard, bruh. So you know, I think honestly, from that crew, from that team, so many of us, I think, really never gave up on the dream. You know what I mean? I think that's a beautiful thing. Even you know, in the face of adversity, folks have been able to pivot and find their next step and their next move. You feel me? And I'm so happy and kind of echo what you were saying earlier, Gus. I'm proud of all of us. I'm proud of the success that we've had, all the success stories we've had from that crew and that team, man. Everything
it's a beautiful thing.
that a lot of us have been able to produce and still be in the game, even those who stepped away from the game, who have flourished in so many other ways. You know, Gus, you've done something I've never done. You're a father.
Well, not that you know of.
Nobody has knocked on my door. I don't pay any. She said, "Thank you."
You're home G busy for nothing.
Yeah, she said. But from you to my brother Benzo, like, you know, I think we to A Soul.
Tone,
I think all of us have been Tone. You feel me? J Plus. I think all of us have been able to continue on in life in a successful way and still take care of the things that we need to take care of. And I think that's an attribute not only to, you know, smart people and smart individuals, but a work ethic that I think none of us have given up, whether we're in the industry or not. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
That area of radio on the street team was
it's beautiful.
Was heavy.
It was.
Like, if you think about like if you could pick apart and just say where people are now, like really though, shout out to Tone, shout out to Katia, like the whole team, like it It was truly a different.
Shout out to Katia.
It was truly a different time.
Yeah.
You know what I
got
mean?
cool fucking names.
And it was very refreshing.
Yeah.
And to see where everyone's moving now, like I said, I'm so proud because Biz will tell you there's a lot of free hours. Like you can't do that shit now. Everyone has to be paid now.
Nah, yeah, we got to.
There was a lot of free hours. Like it was like 40 was the minimum you had to do for some street like free shit.
Dean, man, the very first day I ever went out on the street team, I went out for 3 shifts. The whole day.
Because I'm here already.
Right.
I'm here. And that's how you get noticed.
That's what it's about.
Yep.
That was what it was about.
Put your face
was y'all gonna see me and y'all gonna get this work. You feel me? Bro, my very first day on the streets, I'd never been to Richmond a day in my life. Never ever. You feel me? I'm from East Palo Alto. What am I going to Richmond for? Yeah. We didn't go to Hilltop. Nah, first I was going was like Durant. First I was going was like Durant Square. And if I did go that way, I'm going to Vallejo. I'm going to, you feel me? Yeah. Six Flags. I wasn't stopping in Richmond. So I was in Richmond twice the very first time. Literally in one day. Y'all. Twice. The very first time I ever went out on the street thing, that very same day I went to Richmond twice. First time I ever heard somebody say Brody. I was like, what the fuck is that? But it was like,
that's crazy when somebody calls you something, you're like,
I was like, what? You know, I was like,
that was super different.
But they was looking at me because I was saying Rogue. They was like, what? They was like, what is that?
Before social media, like each city had their own thing of like how people talk.
Regional for sure.
Like Frisco was like Mang. What's up, Mang?
Yeah,
like, it was like Mang. You know what I mean? And then
San Jose was like, how are you?
EPA was Roll.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the city always had its own slang. Like, you know what I started hearing hella when I came out here? That's Can. Shout out to Slab. Slab be like,
that's Can.
He like,
you know what that means?
Yeah, like, that's bouge.
That's
like,
trash.
He like, bro, like
trash can.
Bro jumped out the car. He had on the orange.
Shout out to Urban Dictionary.
He had on the orange beige with the black jeans, but then he had on the green shirt. That's Can. You know, he's like, what is that? But it sounds so smooth though. Yeah. And people would be like, what does Rogue mean? When I'm be like, hey, Rogue, like, bro, like, what does that mean?
It's in the dictionary.
Right. So like, it's a thing, right? You really want to know? You feel me?
What about how you say goodbye on calls? I remember somebody was like, all right, go. And I was like,
all right, go.
Yeah, you ever hear that? Somebody once said that to me once.
One was
cool. All right,
go.
Yeah, one, peace. And then someone said it to me like one's like, all right, go. And I was like, all right,
where am I going?
You got me, but I'm ready to do something.
Go which way?
Tell me when to.
Damn right.
And I was like, like red light, green light.
Like go. Like go dumb or what about it? But
it's just a smoothness in it. Shout out to you, Sean.
But I think, but working in that atmosphere and being a part of that team, man, it let us go everywhere throughout the Bay Area, and that's an experience a lot of people don't get. You know what I mean? Because we were good every hood.
Access.
We can go to any hood. I never forget the first time I ever rode down the whole stroll in Oakland. I was with Gus.
Yeah, you won't fall.
You know, not even a lie.
I think it was the Dragons anniversary.
Yeah, we went to the Dragons event. Oh God!
We just kept circling.
And Gus was like, bro, you never rode down the stroll.
What is happening?
Oh, well, let's go. I'm like, this is a new world. I said, damn, like, bro, I done seen pimps and hoes open. I ain't never seen the real life. I ain't been out here.
And I'm sorry for the misogyny, but the work was out there that day.
It was a lot going on.
It was
a nice summer day.
No, it's not misogyny. Support small businesses.
There was as many nice motorcycles as there were heels on the street.
Yeah, man, it was.
Those are Rough Rider days.
It was a very nice summer day.
Man.
I will tell you that much.
I have to say, like, you guys have to kind of like look back and reflect.
I'll be at Burger King.
Just kind of like,
I'll be at the Burger King. We'll be at the Burger King.
You have to look back and reflect, like what you've
posted for a while,
what you've kind of like contributed to like the culture in the Bay. That's crazy. Like you've been through it like the entire way,
man.
You've played a pivotal part in the huge. You know, with like
watching this man work is crazy. Watching Biz get down like on different levels to where I'm seeing him in different platforms, and I get to witness like where he's at, because like he was just one of the homies on, like, people come on the team, but not everyone's on the same team.
Yeah.
Biz navigates his business so well because it's so gray.
Yeah.
And you've been in a long time because he's a good dude.
Man, thank you.
Authenticity.
I appreciate that. For me, it was just like, I'm going to figure this out. So, I mean, and again, you know, you got to be ready for those sacrifices. People say that they want to do this, man, but I mean, I've had times where, you know, man, I had to, you know, downsize my space. I had to move back and, you know, I gotta get roommates again because I got to figure it out. You know, I was carless for a long time, you know, trying to figure out exactly how to, you know, get my funds together so I can continue to do the work, you know. And again, I mean, I've done these things and still, you know, had to take care of a mother who was, you know, had a whole bunch of failing health issues. So, you know, I've lived, man, and my story isn't the same as anybody else's. And to anybody out there who wants to do something, who's looking at a dream, who's looking at a goal, it might not be radio. Maybe you want to be, you know, maybe you want to be a hedge fund guy and you're trying to figure out how to actually get enough capital to make that happen. Maybe you're somebody who's saying, you know what, I'm serious about this esthetician business and I really want to go ahead and figure out how to go ahead and get my licensing and make this go down.
Scrape that fuzz off.
I really want to go ahead and do X, Y, and Z. But, you know,
shout out to the Filipinas out there.
You know, or
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
No matter
that head is kicking in.
You know what I mean?
Goddamn.
No matter what anybody might tell you, don't ever feel like your dream is unattainable or it's crazy. You know,
Wow.
It's two good brothers I know by the name of Alex and Max who told folks one day that they was gonna make Lumpia the biggest thing out here. Lumpia Co. is now in the Giant Stadium.
That's
they got
crazy.
a location in Oakland.
Shout
they
out
got a
to
location in San Francisco. So shout out to them good brothers, man.
Shout out to
you know
Alfred
what I mean? So don't think that your dream is unattainable. Drive, and work is what's gonna get you further than all those doubters. So don't worry about the naysayer.
Like
I
the
can still get a
work,
six-pack, y'all.
Work will always outweigh the talent.
Yeah.
Work because you have
Work.
to want to be there for it.
Nah,
Look,
it's true.
I'm gonna
There's
tell you
so
this.
many talented people that can't like just get it. You got it already. You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
show up every day, bro.
Yeah, you know when you see someone, it's like
Yeah.
you got it already, dog. If you just knew what you had, like we seen that all the time on the street team, and then like our job was like to push that out.
Right.
I never had to push that out of you.
Cause I wanted it.
came with it, though.
I wanted to. Because I'm honestly that type of. I think I'm just a social butterfly. You know what I mean? So for me, why you hit it with the Diddy?
Sorry.
Say, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you
All
are.
right. Oh, he gave it. He gave it.
Come
He gave
flutter
it a
your
King
wings over here.
Kniff. You know, old school like, yeah, you got it. You got it. It's all inside of you. I was like, whoa.
Hey, yo, what's inside of who? What the fuck?
Whoa, bro.
Hey,
I'm gonna say something, and you have to guess who this is, but without saying their name.
Yes.
Gbiz don't like me too much. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, my boy with the Rollo.
And the wrong.
Yeah. The love is always there.
That was a time. That was early.
a time. You know, I never understood, man. I be feeling like, you know, I'll tell you this much. It's a very small pond here in the Bay Area, entertainment wise, right? For folks who are already in that industry or who want to be in that industry, understand there's space for us all, y'all.
Fact.
There's space for us all. If we collaborate, we work together, we continue to grow, and again, hone our craft. You got to show up on a daily basis, right? There's enough for us all. And to be quite honest, together, we're more powerful than we ever will be if we sit here and we just start chopping each other off at the knees. And I think a lot of times, Bay Area entertainment culture can be like a crabs in a bucket.
barrel. Yep.
And I think that honestly, until we fully understand how much stronger we will be together, we'll continue to be looked at as one of those secondary markets. You know what I mean? When folks sit and be like, well, how come Atlanta can kill you? But you go, you know, but the options are different there. Yes. Even in radio, even in distribution, even in marketing, it's different. Yes, they have more options, more opportunity to push music out than we do here. But I'll tell you this much, our platforms are powerful. Our spaces are special. And the voices that we have here are so unique. That's why everybody comes here to get their game.
You can't keep stealing from us.
Right. But until we learn how to work together to make our power felt, all these places, all these people can come here, snatch the game and run back to their own section because we don't hold our own. We don't hold our own. And I think oftentimes everybody is so tough fighting for space. We don't understand that if we work together, we create the entire ecosystem. It's all right here. We got everything we need.
It was
Fucking
if you remember
facts.
the money around here 10 years ago than what it was right now.
Yeah.
It's like night and day.
What are you talking about, bruh?
Night and day.
The Bay Area has more billionaires than anywhere else in all of the country. In all the United States, we have more billionaires here than anywhere else.
Day.
You know what I mean? I've literally sat and had conversations with my father around the homes he's owned in the Bay Area, and I had to tell him to stop, and I had to shut up, and I had to leave.
Why?
Because out of all the homes he's had, I had only got through about 4. I only got through 4 of them. All the homes now, when we looked at the property values, were over $7 million. This is my father, right? This is my father. How many do you think I got? Goose egg, right?
Yeah.
None of that was passed down. None of that was handed down. None of that was generational wealth. So, but if you didn't think about that back in the fucking, early 90s, that East Palo Alto would be a fucking $1 million city. You wasn't thinking about that shit, that the home that you bought for 40 G's.
People don't remember 1992 was the murder capital of the world.
Cap, bro. Literally.
1992.
Like, I still remember when the National Guard came through.
They celebrated
Literally.
not having any murders last year in 2023.
0. Yeah,
Right?
No
Right?
murders. No murders.
So
Reported.
So that was like that's pivotal for EPA.
Yes.
Like it was them young boys was wild for a minute. 90s was rough.
But 90s was thugging, bro. Like, it was a lot going on. Again, like, I couldn't leave my little court. Yeah. And I thank God, my mama, we was church boys, man. My mama I was in church literally 7 days a week, bro.
Yeah.
From choir rehearsals to prayer meetings to, having to go back. I mean, I played the piano and the saxophone when I was young. And my brother and I, we played in church. My brother played the drums. And so that, for a lot of it, plus my family, was my community. And my mom made sure we stayed out of all the dumb shit. We wasn't outside like that. And I'm so thankful because it gave me an opportunity to really live. Because I for sure could have been one of them dumb motherfuckers that ended up in life. I could have had life. Who knows? I don't know.
I think life for you would have been different if you were gifted one of those properties from your pops, because your mother was able to give you something more valuable.
Go get it.
And that's fucking work ethic.
That's true.
And you've proven yourself again and again. So, Pops, I don't know, keep them properties. We got some. If you have like a little extra, like a townhouse.
If he had a kept him, I would have had one. I think that's the moral of the story. We don't sell grandma's house.
And I think
we don't sell grandma's house. Hold on to it.
Generational wealth starts within the family first. You have to realize what you have, and you have to build from there.
Oh, what are you talking about, bro? Man, if I'm doing a lot, I can't wait to have kids. I'm nepotism. What? Yes, my son does everything for me. What?
Absolutely,
man. My daughter, she's the main performer tonight. She's our closer. You didn't know that? You're not ready?
You know how many times I fetch ice water, bro?
Come on, bro. She's gonna be talented. You know what I mean? But I mean, understand. It's imperative that we continue to move the needle forward and
together.
And I'm gonna be quite honest. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the future when I look at a lot of
shaky.
When I look at a lot of the things that a lot of the youngsters have to go through, it's completely different than what we was talking about earlier.
It's a lot harder now.
It's you know what I mean? Like if social media was around when we were, like I said, making our bones coming up in entertainment and radio out here, man, there's a lot of people that would have been just, career shot to hell. And we just talking about from what they was posted on Facebook, let alone anywhere else.
I'll say this. The beautiful thing about high school is that if somebody was talking shit about me in a slam book on Friday, I wouldn't find out until Monday. Man. That means I get to enjoy my cartoons, Saturday night main event, wake up show.
I'm eating a whole box of cereal.
Exactly. And by the time I get to school on Monday, I'm like, oh, they said that? Fuck them.
Yeah. Bro.
But now it's just
it's instant, bro. The closest thing you can get to that was jumping on chat lines. Y'all remember the phone chat? Was jumping on the chat line. You might jump on a party. Yeah, you might jump on a party line. You might jump on a party line.
I couldn't deepen my voice enough back then.
On a party line?
Yeah, even
you
now.
You didn't have to deepen it.
Hi, it's Rommel. They'll be like, oh fuck.
Oh, that was where you was at with it.
I thought this was a safe zone. No judgment.
No
Yeah,
judgment.
yeah,
But
okay.
you know,
You learned.
I used to practice my deep joint.
I could tell.
You learn
Gbiz, I could tell.
Hey, what's up?
You learn how to play
For
with
me,
your
I was
voice in the chat room. In the chat room.
Let me hear that.
You learn how to play with your voice.
This is me. This is Rommel in Asia. This is Asian Avenue.
I even had a fake. I'd be like, "No, you said what? No, this is sincere." I was a Belly fan.
I was Belly.
This is sincere.
I was a pork belly fan.
Yeah.
Where you from?
You got that song playing in the loop in the background.
You feel me?
Just tell me, are you ready?
That's all you. Are you ready?
By the way, did you realize that same girl on Belly was from Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh,
I can't remember her name, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bound is going down. That's that one right there.
Yeah.
But for real, like the party line was where it was at, bro.
Yeah.
Gee, I'm so we gotta wind down
Yeah.
because we might all get arrested after this. But so, Jan, do you have any final words for our man?
Yeah, thank you, Gbiz, for coming through. Full
Thank you for
energy.
having me, yeah.
100. I know it's hard for you, the early morning hosts, to do like these kind of shows because it's like so late in the day. So I really appreciate you coming through.
Oh,
And-
man, thank y'all. Thank y'all for
Did you
having
just
me.
call you an early morning hoe?
How?
Oh, hoe? You said with hoe?
Jeez.
Host.
Oh, host.
Not hoeing me out. Good God. only if she's an AARP member. I keep saying I gotta go get me a Suge from out there in Santana Row.
Yeah.
Any of you Silver Foxes listening, if you happen to have an extra space on your trust, you want to put another name on
Yep.
their thing, let me know.
We need Medicare A, B, and D.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not scared.
We need
I'm not scared of pouring your Epsom salt bath, baby. As long as it's talking right. You know what I'm talking about? As long as the math is doing what's supposed to math, then we gonna put some pain where it ain't. And,
You clear out the basement.
Gary's a
There,
mess.
you know what I'm talking about? I ain't scared of it. So Eunice, Agnes, shit, Bernice, call me, bitch.
Lolita.
Come on, man.
Florence. Hey, where's Florence at?
Thank you for being a friend, head
Shout out to Esther.
Thank you for being a friend.
You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. Nah, but thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love how you call out your truth early on, and you told your friends that you were that you're gonna be on the radio while
Yeah.
your kids are while you're dropping off your kids at school. That's my truth.
Yeah.
And it's a trip because sometimes when I'll look down on this podcast and I'm just like realizing like, oh man, that's Gbiz. Like I listen to him in the morning while I drop off my kids. So that's
So
like
it's a real thing,
my
man.
truth.
It's a real thing. And I just want to say, last year I lost one of my very best friends in the world, man. R.I.P. to my brother Floyd Crumb.
R.I.P.
My brother DJ Pink. R.I.P. Floyd. I love you, man. A real EPA original, man. We went back so far. Floyd and I played Little League together. That's my brother, man. And I was there when he took his last breath. And he always would remind me. I mean, it'd be random calls, just like, gee, like you really said that shit, and you really doing that shit, and keep on going, bro, because we listen and we love you. And that's my brother, and so that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? It's that spirit. It's the spirit of my mother that's sitting in my heart. You know what I mean? That's walking with me every day. She might not agree with everything I say. You know what I mean? But she knows that I'm living my dream. And it's those things that keep me going, man. And so moments like this make it all worthwhile. And again, I thank you all for sure. And like I said, I said that for sure a long time ago, and I'm gonna tell you all right now, Disney owes me a check. I'm saying that right. Disney owes me a check. I'm telling you.
Get it together, Disney.
So I'm working on my voiceover game right now.
He told me this a while ago.
Yeah, I'm working on my voiceover game right now.
You told me this a while ago.
And that's some things I'm trying to put into the works, man. So I'm again from my lips to God ears, I'm doing Allah. If I let it be blessed, man. If y'all sit down in the movie theater, you know what I mean, and y'all hear me, when you sit down and you're like, oh shit, that's the new Pixar. Don't say nothing. Just know I told you it was coming. It's coming. It's coming.
All right. Lastly,
They owe me a check. Damn, no.
And we don't want no churros, Disney.
Gus will be there too.
We don't take turkey legs, Disney.
Right.
lastly,
Money, cash money.
please say hi tomorrow to Sana G and Lex Jones.
Okay.
Lex Jones I met a couple weeks ago. He gave me like the biggest 40-ounce water.
That's my
water.
guy. Yeah, my guy.
He was so gracious, and thank you for blessing our microphones. As an engineer, can I get a special request, like a FREE99 drop with your voice?
Sauce.
So,
Oh man, for
This
sure.
motherfucker shooting his shot right now. I love it.
Hey man, we gonna make it happen. You know, it's always good. Shout out to my brother Lex Jones, absolutely. All love to Lex, one of the hardest working men in show business. You feel me?
Hardest working man in hip hop.
Right, the Garden State great, Lex Jones. man.
Garden State.
That's
Crew.
New
Right,
Jersey.
yeah, man. Should make sure you check us out every Friday night, right over there on Damn It's Late. You feel me, on 106 KMEL. Base number one for hip hop and R&B.
Always.
FREE99 drop. Okay. Are you ready?
Run it.
You not gonna feel no way? All right. Cause you gonna bring it up earlier, talking about you ever said anything that said. Now it's on her mind. I at least gotta check in. I can't just say it. Cause now it's like,
That's, you know what? Chivalry.
Cause now it's like, well, he had already asked, so I know you was thinking about it when you just said the shit. Okay. All right. Hey, it's your player partner Gbiz from 106 KMEL. I came in here and I'm not gonna lie. Me and my brothers, we've been sipping, and Hennessy is always my lifeblood. Never stop, never settle. Make sure you check out the FREE99 podcast. All right, share it with your people. Take it outside. Tell everybody about it. Make sure you play it anytime you come back from the club. And when you go to the club, may your drinks be the strongest. May your love be abundant. And may the women you meet be the loosest. And when you come back home, I pray you enjoy yourself. And ladies, if this is for you, you go out there and good luck. I'm just gonna put it there.
Nice.
I'm just gonna put it there. Good luck.
Inclusive.
Just good luck.
We inclusive out here.
Just good luck, ladies. Good luck. But FREE99, if you want to know the real game, ladies and gentlemen, you show up here. And this is all powered by Hennessy.
Never settle.
Never settle.
Shout out to Nas.
And shout out to San Jose State, man.
thank you.
All right. I got one for you.
Rommel.
Can't
Now she's it wasn't astute enough. If you land on Plymouth Rock, land it. What you want me to say? Damn. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I guess she wants me to talk about my foursome in Spain. I'm not gonna get into it.
Was that? Is that a 4-course meal?
Huh?
I just like food.
We don't even know if it's a true story.
Anyway, so here's my last words. I need you to guess who this is from. Okay.
what?
Honestly, Biz is such a real one. I have such genuine love for that guy. Mm-hmm. Everything good that has come to him through the station, he deserves. Mm-hmm. We confide in each other about dating or about our significant others. Mm-hmm. But he'll always have a special place in my heart because when my parents' health was at risk and when my dad was in the hospital, I cried to him at the station and he hugged me and he just let me cry. I bawled my eyes out. Yes, we did college radio together, and yes, we were both at KSGS at the same time. Who was that from?
That's my sis, Ro. Ro, I
Shout
love
out,
you.
Ro.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to Ro.
Like I said, Ro and I, man, we done been through the trenches together. You know what I mean? And I've loved to see her ascension and her growth and her passion for radio continue on. Man.
Y'all the last breed of like street teamers turn into on-air personalities.
Kind of.
Quit talking about it.
Yeah, Ro.
Y'all are the last. That's the last breed.
Myself, Ro, and cousin Dre. Shout out to my cousin, man. Shout out to my cousin, man. That's my brother. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Dre. Man, the hustle is real. Sam, but you see that hunger for those who are gonna be out here, really making things happen. So shout out to cousin Dre. Shout out to my sister Ro. Shout out Philmo Mike. Shout out Shay Diddy. That's my sister. Shout out Shay Diddy. I love Shay Diddy.
That was a heavyweight team.
You know what I'm talking about? And Shay still been busting moves, man. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, going crazy. One of the coldest in the game. Shout out
Miss
Shay
Frank.
Diddy. You feel me?
I never won Summer Jam tickets, but it's cool.
I mean, bruh, We might be able to get you.
Oh, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm 40, bro.
What you talking
My
about?
knees hurt, dog.
You know this.
You're better to get chair. You
I have
belong.
joint pain,
No,
bro.
you
Have
do-
you ever heard?
So you
Have
do-
you ever heard of plantar fasciitis?
You do know.
I can't stand up.
Look, if Patrick Ewing can get knee braces, you can make it happen for 2-3 hours. All right. Look, you do know this summer
fair,
jam is one of
that's
the.
fair.
You do know this summer jam is one of the coldest.
Yeah.
Coldest in most
Give me
recent
the
years,
headliner.
right?
Who's the headliners?
Come on, bruh. Shout out to Uncle Earl. We keeping it straight area,
who
man.
else? Who else?
E40, Jeezy. What?
Wait, Jeezy. Oh, Jeezy.
What? All the dope
Jeezy.
boys go crazy.
I don't know, ever since that
And fucking
divorce,
dope
man.
boys go
Hey,
crazy.
shout out to Brenda's song, bro.
Why you think he coming out here? Shout out to Jeannie Mai, San Jose.
Jeannie Mai.
San
Man,
Jose,
I
San
need the
Jose.
wrong
If y'all read,
Asian,
yeah,
dog.
see, you
My
ain't even
bad.
got her name right. Shout out to Jeannie Mai, San Jose. If you got something to say to Jeezy, please buy your
the
Summer
hand.
Jam
It's the
tickets
hand.
and come say it to him alive. We'll be out there. But but Jeezy 310 baby,
Do you have a sitting section?
La Russell.
Oh,
La
Russell. I'll go
big.
for
La
La
Russell.
Russell.
Shout
Shout out to fucking La Russell.
Yeah, shout out to La Russell. We just sat down with him last week, man. You know what I'm talking about? So La Russell, man, of course, I mean, one of the best young rhyme spitters coming out the Bay Area along with Simba. Shout out to the good
Shout
brother
out
Simba.
to Simba.
You feel me, Young Junior? It's a lot of cats out here, man. I think are really on a good movement, man. Stunner Man 02.
Oh, yeah, Stunner Man.
But he did Stunner Man did the last one.
Any
I felt
R&B
talked
artist?
to.
You said you felt talked to?
Eat a salad.
Eat a salad.
Eat a salad. Don't let him get you, Gus. But maybe try it every here and there. But if
Yeah.
you're already doing it,
Try
why
some
not jump in the
arugula.
challenge?
Potato salad.
Chicken salad. You said chicken.
Fruit. I got the fruit salad.
got the fruit salad on
I got
that.
strawberries and green grapes. Damn it.
good.
Ambrosia.
But La Russell's on there.
Shout out.
I already said 310 baby.
Yeah.
We got Boss Man D-Lo, which is honestly one of the coldest coming. Man, if y'all don't know about Boss Man D-Lo, bro, y'all tripping right now. I'm just saying that. Get in with me,
I'm such
Mr.
an old
Pot
man.
Scraper. You don't know about the Mr. Pot Scraper?
I'm such an old man.
I was
You
trying
see
to
her
play along
dance?
like
I
a dude,
just said
too.
the name of the look.
Yeah, Mr. Pop
Mr.
Scraper.
Pot
I
Scraper.
fucks with it.
What? Come on.
Yeah, boss man.
15 flow eating about you. What?
Yeah, eating
Come
about
on,
you.
man.
Yeah, 15 flow.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
What?
He has no idea. I don't
No,
know.
I like the remix. 64. 64.
It's all good.
I'm old. I'm sorry.
That's
But
an NPR.
with my age and my waistline.
But he's stupid. but this summer jam is for sure about to be official, and we cannot forget. Shout out to good brother Dame. You feel me, man?
Dame.
The boy Dame.
That
The
was
boy
a
Dame.
that was a heavyweight time.
Dame is one of those. Dame is one of them ones too. Dame out here
a lot of early
smashing the
mornings.
game.
A lot
Hot
of
Dame.
early
Hot Dame.
mornings with Dame.
You know,
he was Chewy's intern.
Yeah.
The boy Dame. The boy
boy
Dame.
Dame.
Yeah, a
Dame
lot of
got.
early mornings with Dame.
CMG. I mean, his work with Juvenile. I mean, the Dame is really like, you talk about a real Oakland like staple right now, and like one of them pillars, a real fixture.
Doing
Dame
it-
is there.
I like
Doing
it.
it for the
Dame
town.
is there. Yep.
Yeah.
So shout out to the boy Dame.
Shout out
He's
to
coming
Dame.
with some of his friends. Summer Jam, August 10th. It's gonna be a movement. Make sure y'all go ahead, hit up Ticketmaster, get them tickets. It's official.
I like that.
Yeah, we outside, baby. Summertime is here. Where you going? You got any festivals you hit?
Bro, you see this farmer stand? I keep it year round,
Yeah.
bro.
There you go. There you go.
All right, fine, here we go. It's here we stay.
Oh,
I stay in a long sleeve.
Gus. Yo, I get all my concerts to YouTube. Gus.
I stay in a long sleeve.
What you got for us, my guy?
there you go.
Let me see here.
It's all love.
Where's this from? Do you remember where do you remember where this picture was taken?
Oh man. Shout out to Punch Banger. Look at my brother.
Who's
Shout out
in
to
this
Punch
picture?
Banger. Damn, man. I can name every name here. I believe so. Okay, let me see where I'm at. Shout out to the brother Gil.
DJ
You
Boy
feel me?
Wonder.
My man, DJ Boy Wonder. Mike Menace. Shout out Mike Menace. Oh, snap. Not the cut, though. Shout out to Cuddy Mac. Cuddy, I
Mac
see
is
you, man.
different, man.
My brother, Benzo. We already shouted out Benzo.
Babyface.
The heme is hitting my face. Shout out to Black Mark. Black Mark in the building.
Mark.
Slap right there, right with the glasses on. Shout out to Slap.
You can tell that
feel
age
me?
with the shoulder pads.
Yeah,
With the-
look, Gus sitting up there, bro. I was like,
Oh, shit, Gus.
I feel like the only one missing was Rube. I'm trying to figure out, is that A Soldier? That's got to be A Soldier.
That's the box.
That's the what? That's the Bay Area's favorite white boy.
Bay Area's favorite.
And his nickname was the Box.
Box Kev.
Box Kev.
Oh,
Shout
Box
out to
Kev.
Box
I think that's
Kev.
Box Kev.
Why he looking like a
Because
whole
the box is
bandit?
completely different.
Kev over here looking like a bandido.
Sábado, sábado.
Sábado gigante. Chica caliente.
Sábado. Say Flea Mark.
Again, my brother Ponch Banger. And then my man there, Tone Deaf. Shout out to Tone Deaf.
No, you're right.
In the building.
Shout out to Tony, man.
Bow, bow, bow.
Do you remember whose wedding that's at?
Was that a soldier's wedding?
That's Soldier's wedding.
Shout out to my brother A Soul, man.
A Soul.
Shout out to A Soul, man. Yeah, yeah.
Let me see here.
This is the Chris Hansen part of the interview.
I don't know how much of this, my memory might be a little spotty. You know I be drinking. Okay.
Who's this?
Oh, man, that's an easy go right there. Oh, look at the brother Ed. Was this at Mike's bachelor party, right? Ed? Damn. My brother Ian. We got Mike the Menace. And you see a young Gbiz sitting there with the fresh bucket John.
Look at that mustache.
Mike the Menace will batter rap the
out of anybody.
Will batter rap the brakes off you.
Out of anybody. Okay, quick story.
You don't know about Mike, but I'm letting y'all know.
Very, very quick. The first time Mike the Menace and myself ever hung out, like outside of the station, I used to go out with Mike every morning for Chewy. Mike the Menace and I hung out, and we was drinking Hennessy, and by the time we got to the bottom of the fifth, we said, fuck it, what else we got? We ended up drinking some old-ass Miller High Lifes, and the next thing I know, we go to
champagne of beers?
The champagne of beers. We go to a San Quentin video shoot. Mike starts rapping motherfuckers in line to get into the club. Love it. I love Mike the Menace. That's my old roommate. That's my brother. That's my guy. Shout out to you, Mike.
Real quick.
Yes.
Gbiz the man. He's the He's only one of the most genuine people I ever met. He's been my homie for damn near 20 years, and he was my roommate for 2 of those. And with Biz, what you see is what you get. He doesn't turn himself on when it comes to being on the radio or hosting on the mic somewhere, like some other folks. So I need everyone to digest that last line I just said.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
He's always just himself. The type that will give you the shirt off his back if you need it. Just an all-around good dude.
It's a good shirt.
You like that?
That's from Big Mike the Menace.
Yes, damn. No.
Big Mike
man,
the Menace.
Shout out to Big Mike, man. Mike the Menace, that's my guy, man. Again, one of these people in this radio game who I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for Mike. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for Gus. These are cats who really brought me in under their wing and allowed me to have the opportunity to not only learn but to thrive. And I'm thankful. Yeah, I'm saying for your guidance, Gus. I'm
you hear that, Gus?
For your guidance,
you fucking
Gus.
hear that, Gus?
And for these gentlemen like my guy Gustomus, you feel me? Gustomer Prime, like my guy Mike the Menace, you feel me? Who helped me learn this radio game, man, and put me in position for where I am today.
If you don't want to work, then it's not for you. But Biz was ready to get busy. So real quick. Gbiz is the EPA rogue. Them Hood Stars missing member.
Yeah.
Hennessy drinker with the lemon squeeze. Beer drinker with the straw.
Fancy.
San Jose State alumni. One of the few radio personalities that I know who put his bachelor's degree in broadcasting to use in its full potential.
Man.
106 KML Street Team Morning Crew. Big Mike, Biz, and me will be on a regular. If we were hungover and we didn't have any events in the morning, we would hit a hot zip, duck off in the cuts where no one would spot the vehicle and knock out till close to 10 a.m. and then head back to the station.
Man.
Biz is the only person I know who would be able to drink the night before, still make it to the morning shifts, 5:30 to 6 in the morning. Some nights, if we was partying hard the night before and we knew we had a morning shift, we just knock out at the station, either in our car in the garage or in the street team room. Remember going to FREE99 parties in Burlingame with Biz?
Yep.
It would work in his favor because he lived closer that way. Many pre-games at my one-bedroom spot in Westlake before FREE99.
All right.
I was sharing a common space with some seniors. But I would refer to them as Nanay and Tatay.
Young Tita. Yeah.
Because they were Filipino.
Yeah.
Biz would get in on me and Biz would get on me if I would still bring home work if Nani was home.
Nani. young Nana.
I like how she's documenting this.
He would say she can run that back later. Yeah.
He would say Nani and not Nana.
Nana, yeah.
Funny story. We were partying late one night in the Stack at A-Soul's house. Alvin was into making music. Loved all kinds of music, particularly backpack.
Only backpack.
He was in a freestyle. He was into freestyling as well. So we were drinking, and Biz and him are going back and forth spitting bars. I guess Biz ran out of bars. If you didn't know our friend Biz, he could sing a chord or two. So we start singing some chords with something kind of off the record style. You had to be there. It was a moment. Do you remember that?
Man, we had a lot of moments at A-Soul's house. But absolutely, we would go over there and we would just chill, man. We would be sipping. And, all this was before he was married. And, be hanging out, sipping and chilling.
Look at his fingers.
No, I'm just, telling you what it is. But yeah, shout out to the good brother Benzo, man. My brother James.
Those are all the stories that come to mind. I'll leave you with this. You know how black folks say you're invited to the cookout or not? Mm-hmm. Well, Biz is invited to the Pistahan festivals, the quinceañeras, the bar mitzvahs, etc. He gets along with anybody and everybody. Definitely a crowd pleaser, a drinking buddy, and a good friend. He's living the radio dream.
Man, thank you.
Baby
Thank
face.
you, Benzo. I appreciate you, man. I love you, brother. Appreciate you and your family, man. Continue to be blessed. May God give you much grace. Yeah, we definitely had our times, man. It was always good.
When was this?
Good. Oh, bro, what you mean?
When was this?
That right there, that's some years back. So that's when I was working over at shout out to the Swamp, man, in Viz Valley. I was working in Viz Valley. In Visitation Valley.
Swampy.
Yeah, I was in Visitation Valley Middle School in San Francisco. I was the technology coordinator at that middle school. I ran a lab with The Rock, with the Real Ops for City Kids program. And I worked with youngsters, man. I had probably about 60 kids every day that would come down to my lab and work with me, and we did everything from music training with them to teaching them how to create apps, like literally phone applications. And again, my mom at that time she was sick, and I would go pick up my mother in the mornings, take her to her dialysis center appointments, sit there, wait on her for about 3-4 hours while she's on dialysis. I would either go to the gym or sit there and try to get some more sleep, and make sure she was good, take her to the doctor's appointments and get medicine, whatever she needed, food and stuff like that. And then I would go to work, and those kids, a lot of times working with my mother, I would be, for anybody that's out there, and if you're somebody that's caring for a family member, God bless you. May you have patience and grace and understanding and caring, because it's very trying on your spirit, man. It's deep. If you've ever been in a space where you're a caretaker for somebody, it's selfless. It's selfless, and you got to deal with them when they're on their good days and when they're on their bad. And my mother had gotten very surly towards the end of her life, and I'll never forget the joy on her face when I had told her. I got her off the dialysis center one day, and I said, "Hey," you want to come? You want to come work with me? And she said, "Yeah, I want to go." And I'll never forget when I was young, my mom used to take me to work, and like I said, she worked at Hewlett Packard, and those moments I think of being there were very impactful as a kid. And I remember she would tell her coworkers, like, "Oh yeah, my son ain't about to work at no factory," and she wasn't wrong. And I had one day where I could take my 65-year-old, and it was beautiful. And she got to meet all my students. And my mother always tell me, like, "You need to go ahead and have some kids, Gary. We ain't gonna give you ass. I want to meet her." And I told her that day, I said, "I'm gonna tell you, go meet my kids." And she came in there and she met my students. So the work I did there and the people I worked with there. Shout out to my sis Tia. That's Teodora Olmo, one of the rawest, one of the coldest. Teodora Olmo again. And shout out to all the youngsters she works with out there in Visitation Valley. She actually does karate training with Tiger Palm. Tiger Palm Dojo. And those kids, man, they've competed in nationals. They've won gold medals. They've done some amazing work. But she also does great work in the community. So I worked with a lot of great people there. I learned a lot there, and I was able to, I think, to really hone my skills in terms of my youth development work. Wow, it was beautiful.
Just knowing the person you are.
I can already see that one now. Yeah.
I already know, and it's always been like this with you. So
that's who I am, man.
Yeah,
that's who I am.
That's everything right there.
Yeah, right? Like I was that kid. My mom was so tired of me. You know,
she looked fresh as shit.
She hella was. You know, like so my parents had me late, man. Like you know, my brother is 12 years my elder. My mom was 37 when she had me. My dad was in his 40s. And so my mom wanted another baby, but she wasn't ready for that little motherfucker. I came out with my own, you know, mind, desires, opinions, and my mom was like, "You supposed to get in line and fly straight." Like,
get an agenda.
Who are you thinking you got your own personality and you all this shit? That right there was my family dynamic. You know what I mean? My mama ran a tight ship, man. My dad to this day still calls it a warden. And my
check-in time.
Still, brother, it was tight in my house, man. And my brother's got a very kind soul, and I was kind of like the wild card in my family. I was the one that just was like, man, like this is me. Like, what you want? I'm gonna do what you asking, but also like, can I be me?
You must be the youngest.
Absolutely,
like me.
Yeah, you understand then, man. You understand.
Speaking my language.
Yeah, you know. But that right there, man. That's beautiful. That right there is that's me at my core, but that's where I come from.
That's a smile. That's a smile. I know. Like I've gotten this face like leaving this like I'm leaving the station and Biz just getting there for work and he's watching me leave and he's like, "Fuck you guys, fuck you going home now, motherfucker."
Where you going?
Come and call you later. We're gonna drink right before we're going out.
Meet me at Roxy's. Let's go get a Mafia. Shout out to Roxy's
Shout
Deli.
out to Roxy's.
Hey,
the Mafia.
That's bro. I'm saying it here. Gus changed my life.
Wow.
The first time I ever had Roxy's Deli, Roxy's sandwiches. Shout out to San Jose Street in San Francisco. If you ain't never tried Roxy's, you're sleeping. Gus took me over there. Was like, "Bitch, you never been to Roxy's?" I said, "No." He was like, "What kind of sandwich?" He was like, "Oh, I rock with a meatball." He said, "Got you." That was it.
That was
Mafia. It. The Mohan Mafia, bro. We parked right in the front.
Mohan Mafia.
Got on the hot Dutch crunch. Changed my life. I ain't been right since.
I am so proud of this young man. I cannot. I see you, and then people think it's so easy, but I see the hours.
Man.
You know, I was there for a few. So I see the hours. And I am so proud of you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. And likewise, man. Like I said, you know, you doing some amazing things as well. Just Gus, doing this, working, being a father, man, I salute you, brother. Happy early Father's Day to you. Happy early Father's Day to you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
The most important job you'll ever have on this planet is being a parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and you too, and you as well. Happy early Father's Day to you too, my brother. You know what I mean? And I don't think we hear that enough as men. Yeah, I'll never forget 2 years ago, a lady told me that I was walking through Safeway and she was like, "Happy Father's Day." So I said, "Oh, I'm not a father." She was like, she stopped, she looked me in the eye, she said, "You will be." I said, "Well, I don't know, Auntie. I mean, I don't have it." She
y'all scared.
Stop. Bro, she literally parked her basket, stood in front of me and said, "It's your duty." I said, "Don't be squaring up on me, first off." Second, you know, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to be a husband first. So, but happy Father's Day, man, to all you brothers out there that's doing the job and that's showing up. You know what I mean? That's showing up. Again, because I don't do that. You know, I teach kids. I don't take them home, though. Y'all got them at home.
Yeah.
So,
they're at the house now.
All the time. Yeah. Right. So shout out to y'all.
Oh, they're at 3 o'clock? Bye.
Boom. Bro,
push them out the room.
It's all on you. Look, then those family matters. We didn't even get a chance to talk about Darius McCrary. What's really going on?
I didn't know he had a kid with Superhead.
No, it's just
about his new video.
It's about his new video.
I thought you was gonna talk about him and Sydney Starr. You know they making OnlyFans content.
Oh, my
For those who don't know who Sydney Starr is, that's
it's progressive. It's progressive work.
That's the alleged trans woman who Chingy was with, and now
Right there.
But she's become very popular over the years. But Darius is kind of been in the news around that whole thing lately.
Eddie.
That's just they're not Eddie.
Teen stars
Eddie
are
Winslow,
crazy.
Eddie Winslow.
Winslow.
I don't know. I just don't let me sidetrack anything. I just that's
Where's
me
Waldo
needing to know all the damn. Geraldo Faldo. Shit.
Remember we did that? Remember it was in court?
If anyone has a Steve Urkel doll of the pull string one, I need that here. If anyone has the Steve Urkel pull string, he has to have the glasses. Because if you don't have the glasses, I don't want that. That's Stefan. I need Steve Urkel.
Not Stefan Urkel.
Not Stefan Urkel.
Stefan Urkel. That's
my
crazy.
boy Gus said I need that real.
He needs that uncut
energy. He need that real. Did I do that energy?
Don't fret my pet.
Right. Don't fret my pet.
G, do you have anything you want to?
Laura.
Do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say?
In closing,
that's a loaded question.
Risky behavior.
You about to? I'm gonna have a conversation on the way home now. Thanks. Nah, man. I will say this much again. Shout out to the cast and crew of Reckless Behavior series. Y'all go check out Reckless Behavior right now over there on Tubi. #1 show on Tubi. We're again gearing up to release season 3. It's on the way very, very soon. #1. Make sure y'all continue to stay tapped in to the Sonic G Morning Show every single morning, 6 to 10 a.m. on 106.1 KMEL FM, Bay's #1 for hip hop and R&B. Much love, man. Much love to Nia G, man. She's graduating, so shout out to all the graduates as well. I know that's the.
How old is you?
That's the trippy shit, bro. That's the trippy shit.
How old is you?
I don't like it. Young Niecy's about to go to high school. I don't like it. But I love Nia G, Sana G. Much love to my family over there. Lex Jones, producer Jason, every morning. Sana G Morning Show 610. Also check out the Sonicast. Shout out to my brother Nump, CEO Nump. You feel me? Over there on Instagram. Of energy, you. That's my guy, man. Me and Nump steady rocking. Make sure you go ahead and check out the Keep It P podcast as well. Also check out the Too Hard for Radio podcast over there on the free iHeartRadio app.
Yeah.
Man, we keeping it rolling, man. And, I'm going to just keep on growing. And, as long as God is blessing me with time and grace and life and breath in my lungs, I'm going to keep on doing this work, man.
I see.
Got
and
that
shout
voice.
out to devmission.org. Again, if you all have any youngsters in the Bay Area, any youngsters, 14 to 21, who are interested in making music, learning about music, wanting to cultivate their talent, or even just say, I ain't got nothing to do for the summertime. What am I going to do for the summertime? Send them to devmission.org. You can absolutely register right now to be in our summer program. 6 weeks, June 17th to July 26th. devmission.org, Digital Music Lab. Go to the Digital Music Lab, fill out an application. We will reach out to you and let you know exactly all you need to know if you want to be a part of the program. Again, 14 to 21. Again, 6 weeks. 6 weeks, right?
6 weeks.
You get paid.
Okay.
We cash you out. If you're a part of certain programs out here in San Francisco, like MYEP, like Mayor's Youth Employment and Education Program, or OFA, you will get a cash out San Francisco minimum wage check every single 2 weeks. If you're a part of the OFA program, you get a stipend. Okay, I probably shouldn't be talking about kids and holding hands.
That's what I was thinking. I don't want to say nothing.
It's empty though, so don't worry, kids.
Right, it's all good, kids. Don't worry about that. That was your drunk uncle. This is Gary talking. Okay. If you're a part of the OFA program, you can come in. You definitely get a stipend at the end of the program. 6 weeks, again, 4 hours a day. Valencia Gardens right there in San Francisco, 390 Valencia Street out here. And you also, at the end of the program, see, this is the thing. We teach you how to use FL Studio, so you learn how to make music on Fruity Loops. At the end of that, you'll have at least one. You'll have one song, right? You have one song that you've fully written, recorded, mixed down, and uploaded for yourself, all via the program, right? We teach you how to use the software, how to write songs, how to count out, BPMs, beat matching, how to count out bars, all that type of music understanding, even some marketing. And we definitely have some folks who are extremely talented, have very, very long and extensive track records in the game, who are teaching you and coming in and helping you with workshops as well.
Okay.
If you're interested in that, or any youth that are interested in that, anywhere in the San Francisco Bay Area, and they can make it out to San Francisco, Monday through Friday, June 17th to July 26th, 1 to 5 p.m. Please hit up devmission.org or reach out to me online at _GBIZNESS. Lock in with that Gbiz, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok.
This is episode 220.
220.
FREE99 podcast. My brother, Gary
Gbiz, Free T.
We out here, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me, man. They ain't even see me put my leg up.